talking subliminal. I can't even see me.
Sunny Digital.
Good fellas, it's your boy. Yeah, so basically coming to talk about how the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles is going to develop with the new addition of a deep threat in Deshaun Jackson that we really haven't had since 2016. So yeah, enjoy the presentation. Now, it's actually pretty ironic because the last time I seen Deshaun Jackson was in 2012 during my first football game when they came to Dallas. Probably one of my first few, like, solely because I was an Eagles fan, and my mom was like, man, hell no, I ain't about to see them dirty ass Eagles, you know. So, like, you know, I mean, like, y'all know the life of an Eagles fan growing up in a Dallas Cowboy family. So I'm pretty sure, like, a lot of you can relate to that. But yes, but the importance of a deep threat wide receiver for the Philadelphia Eagles this year, it's just simply taking the top off the defense, alleviating pressure off Carson Wentz, our $130 million something dollar quarterback, and open up lanes for our running game, and while also the utilization of our tight end package in Dallas Goedert, Zach Ertz, and I think Richard Rodgers if they ever insert him in. Like, you never know with our roster. We have so many packages and so many ways we can hit you. But with a deep threat wide receiver, this is going to actually play very well into our hands, just simply because like, it's going to take the top off the defense. Because notice how when Torrey Smith right here, who really wasn't really intimidating anybody like during that year, like, he took an average of 2-3 defenders with him. An average of 2-3 defenders, like, in your secondary, out of the 4 or 5 that you're going to have, like, just in the average secondary, if you don't have a 7-man box front, that opens up lanes, like, for, like, our tight ends. That opens up lanes for our running backs, because then that means the secondary is going to play off the ball, meaning that they're going to play, like 5 yards from the wide receiver rather than playing, like press coverage, like they're going to blitz or something. So this definitely takes pressure off our offense. Like, definitely gives Carson Wentz some breathing room, and definitely gives him a lot to look at downfield. Now notice right here how Mac Hollins goes downfield. Like, it just burns his man. It's like that. Like, the Philadelphia Eagles offense was super dangerous during this year. Super dangerous. Especially with a healthy Carson Wentz, who was able to buy some time, like in the game against the Seahawks, where he basically dodged 2-3 defenders and launched the ball off his back foot, like 55 yards to like Nelson Aguilar. That just completely surprised the world, but not Eagles fans, because Eagles fans are probably one of the more smarter fans in the just in the league when it comes to picking our quarterbacks. That's why we've always had superstar caliber quarterbacks, from Michael Vick, Nick Foles, like the Carson Wentz, and then I can't forget my dog Randall. You know what I'm saying? But this is just one of the many plays from Alshon Jeffrey, who's not one of our faster wide receivers, but he also poses a threat downfield as well, because of the fact that he's a 50-50 catch receiver. So if he gets that 1-on-1, more than likely he's going to catch it. And this is also very interesting because another benefit of this is the fact that we have the quarterback to get it done. Like, whether it was Nick Foles, Carson Wentz, a healthy Carson Wentz, what have you, we were going to flick that ball downfield. Like, that ball was going to go downfield like this ball did in the Super Bowl when Alshon caught it, like a turnaround rebound catch off the back, off his back foot. And that's just something that a lot of our receivers are going to just be able to do this year, namely J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Alshon Jeffrey. Now, with Deshaun Jackson, he poses more of a threat because, unlike our previous deep threat that we had in Torrey Smith, he actually scares people. I'm saying, man, he'll talk his shit running downfield, man. He's more of a, a better route runner than Torrey Smith, and also a lot faster with better hands than Torrey Smith. So, this also poses a lot of problems like for opposing defenses, because the difference of what we didn't have in 2017, our Super Bowl year, was a scary deep threat. That's why if you notice, a lot of the teams that played the Philadelphia Eagles, they really weren't scared to play on the ball, even though they still kind of respect our a little bit. But this year, man, defenses just won't know what to do, because we got this man going downfield at 100 miles an hour, and then we have our other weapons, which I'll go over just in a later video. But this is just one of the things of having a deep threat like Deshaun Jackson, taking the tops off defenses, scaring the secondary, making our offense more explosive, alleviating our quarterback, and opening up lanes for our other guys. So this is just one of the many benefits of having a deep threat that we didn't have in previous years, even in our Super Bowl year. So watch out. This is going to be like a good year for the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiving core. Now, not saying that we're going to play hack secondaries like the Redskins, even though the Redskins aren't chumps in the secondary, like especially with additions of Landon Collins. But having a deep threat that actually scares somebody is definitely going to prove beneficial going into this season. Because another thing that we should consider is that the fact that because I'm just solely talking about a deep threat. Now, with a very intimidating deep threat who has better hands, faster, is more respected around the league than Torrey Smith. I'm not saying Torrey Smith was a scrub, but he just didn't play for us like he played for Baltimore, which I thought was pretty funny. But that's just me. But with the addition of Deshaun Jackson, man, like this opens up more opportunities for other players like J.J. Arcega-Whiteside and Alshon Jeffrey underneath. Like our tight ends, going just into the middle of the field, certain screens, man. Like this is definitely gonna be a very good year for Philadelphia. I definitely see us being a deep threat problem like offenses like Atlanta with Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, Aaron Rodgers and like Devontae Adams, or like let's just use more examples of this. I'll use one more, like 2008 with Brady and Moss. Like it's going to be that kind of year throwing the ball downfield for Philadelphia. So definitely look out for that, and definitely tune in for my next video about how our run game coming into this year with our touted offensive line is going to prove very beneficial to us this year. Just so stay tuned, and y'all have a nice excellent 4th of July.